वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. Namaskaram. On behalf of Bharati Vidyashram, we welcome you all to the inaugural concert for New England Fine Arts Sampradaya Symphony 2025, a Jannaloram experience by Kalaimamani Shri Sikil Gurucharan and team. Thank you for taking the time to be here today. Before we get started, we request you to kindly settle down in your seats and pay attention to some general housekeeping rules. There are 3 exit doors to this auditorium, 2 at the back and 1 at the side of the stage. Please remain seated at all times. Kindly turn off your cell phones or turn them to silent mode. No photos or videography allowed, and kindly do not live stream any portions of concert via social media. If you need to attend a phone call or take care of your children, please feel free to exit the auditorium and come back. Also, no food or drinks allowed inside the auditorium. If you need any other assistance, please look for a volunteer in the aisle. Restrooms are located outside the auditorium and directions to the restrooms are clearly labeled. If you need any assistance, please look for volunteers around. We want to take a minute to thank our sponsors, without whom this event wouldn't have been possible. Event grand sponsor, Shankara Healthcare, Brahmana Mahasabha of North America. Gold sponsor, Buckley Disposal Services. Silver sponsors, La Montagne Builders, Navina Wealth. Co-sponsors, Anurag from Remax Real Estate, Classic Blue, Desi Chaurasta, Easy Indian Grocery, 4 Hub, Kumon Math and Reading Center of Nashua, NH Tap, Lawns of Southern New Hampshire, New York Life, Pleasant Smiles Dental, Ramesh Kitchen, Tamil Nadu Foundation, Great Boston Chapter. We also want to thank 2 additional sponsors who chose to remain anonymous on this occasion. Special thanks to Mr. Shivakumar Santanakrishnan on audio, Veerappan of VSSP Photography, and Sri Nara Narayanan for his support on videography for the event. We also want to thank the Merrimack High School administration and the custodians for all their support for the event. Additionally, we are happy to let you know that any donations towards Hindu Temple of New Hampshire made today will be matched by an anonymous donor. Please stop by the Hindu Temple of New Hampshire stall for further information. With that, we will get on to the main event today. Let us now start the event with our kids from the Meda program run by Shankara Healthcare, who are going to chant Vidyaramba Shlokas. May I now request our grand sponsor, Srimati Deepa Rajesh and Sri Rajesh Vaideshwaran, and the children from Meda on the stage, please.
Absolutely. Mama Mama Ajit Mama Madhu Mama Shri Mahaganapati Shiva Kumara Ganapati Sri Akti Rupa Ganapati Sadananda Ganapati Ekadanta Ganapati Haramba Ganapati Lambodara Ganapati Lalito Gunakan Ganapati Namaste 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 Vignaraja Ganapati Mula Ganapati Vijayadhara Ganapati Vijayadhara Ganapati Karunakara Ganapati Gauri Sudha Ganapati Prana Rupa Ganapati Paramashanta Ganapati Namaste to Ganapati Namaste Namaste Guru Ashtakam Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Seda Saridam Surupam Tatavakalan Yashascharu Chitram Ganam Merutulyam Manaschena Lagnam Rorangri Padme Tatat Kim Kalatram Danam Putra Pautrarisa Ambandava Sarvameta Tijata Manaschera Lagnam Guru Rangripat Tatat Kim Shatangari Vedu Sastra Vidya Abid Supatyam Karote Manaschena Lagnam Yangi Padme Tatat Kim Videsheshu Maya Swadesheshu Danya Sadachara Vrut Shomadona Chanya Manaschena Lagnam Guru Rangripa Tatat Kim Shama Mandale Pupa Lavin Sada Sevitam Yasya Pararavindam Anaschena Lagnam Guru Rangripat Tatat Kim Yasho Megatam Dikshutana Pratapan Jagat Vastusa Karit Yat Prasadat Manaschena Lagnam Guru Rangripa Tatat Kim Naboge na yogi na bhavaji raja na khanda mukhe naiva bite shuchita manaschena lagnam guru Gripat me tatat kim Aranye na vaspasya ke na khari Manovartate me tvanarke Manaschena lagnam guru rangripa Tatat kim Guru rishtakam Yapatit punyadehe Yatir bhupatir brahmachari Chakehe tapet vanchitatam padam brahma samya Guru rukta vakhyam emano yasya lagnam Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Dhanyavadaha Shukadati
Thanks to all the children and their parents and the teachers for preparing them for this amazing performance. Now I would like Srimati Deepa Rajesh and Sri Rajesh Vaidishwaran to say a few words about the MEDA program.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My name is Rajesh, and I'm a founder volunteer of Shankara Healthcare Foundation. The foundation, most of you would know what we do here, but for the just to introduce it to Sikil Gurucharan and team. We started this in 2012 with the blessings of Jayendra Saraswati Swamigal, Kanchikam Kutpitam. And it's been going on, at this point we are 13 years into the foundation, about 15 years, 16 years into doing the work. Um, we do a lot of work in India in the hospitals, Hindu Mission hospitals, Shankara hospitals in Kanchipuram, all the way from the northeast, Shankara Deva Netralaya in Assam. And we have hospitals in Orissa and basically all over Tamil Nadu. We have about 60 different vision centers in Tamil Nadu. Give free prosthetics. We do free heart surgeries, a lot of things. Here in the US, Valapariva wanted us to do something for the community here. And we do two projects here. One is called HEAL, which is Healthy Eating and Living. The project is to basically do Annadanam to homeless shelters in the US. So we do only plant-based meals. We've given about 170,000 meals so far, 100% volunteer-driven, about 300 volunteers or so across the US. And the second is for the Hindu community here in the US. It's called Medha. Medha is a program to help the children who are on the autism spectrum. You just saw Ajit and many kids like this. We have about 100 kids. We have about 50 or so volunteers. All our teachers are volunteers. The parents also volunteer. It's a community support program for the families and the children. It's something through which we've organically grown this to start as a shloka class, and then now we do language, we do math, and we're trying to teach them skills on how to live, so that as they age, and the number one concern for the parents is what after us, and that's one of the things. And our community here is incredibly supportive. We really thank the Hindu Temple of New Hampshire here, and also temples and institutions in Massachusetts and elsewhere, who give our kids opportunities all the time, so that when they come, they are able to present whatever they have learned, grow a little bit. The parents know now that there is a community supporting them, which is a very big deal. So this is small, I have only a very few minutes that I was given, so I'm just going to stop with that. I just want a couple of people from the Medha. This project, whether Valapariva thinks of me or not, I know he thinks of Medha, because there will be somebody or the other who will call from India and say, we just met Periva. Periva wanted me to talk to you about Medha. So this project is very dear to him. So we are very grateful to be in his chinta all the time. This child here, Aditya Kunur, is a student of Medha, and he'll just give a brief reflection of his experience in Medha. Then after that, I would like to invite Rajshekhar Alamanda, the father of Ajit, so that he can give his perspective.
Okay, do you want me to hold it for you? You read it.
Good afternoon. My name is Aditya Kunur. I am a 7th grader at Potter Middle School in Needham, Massachusetts. I joined Medha as a student in 2023. I've gone to meet a number of people through Medha. Everyone has been kind to me. I've learned how to introduce myself in Sanskrit and have learned a number of shlokas and bhajans. I have also had several opportunities to perform on stages, and I enjoy doing that. I would like to thank Anita Aunty, my sloka teacher, Mr. Babu, my math teacher, and Deepa Aunty, who gave me this opportunity to talk to you. I have also enjoyed meeting my teachers outside of class. Last summer, I visited the oldest public library in the country at Franklin, Massachusetts, along with Anita Aunty. I got to do pottery painting with Mr. Babu and Sumati auntie. After I achieve some of my math goals, I am working on my pre-algebra with Mr. Babu, and we will go on a hike once I achieve my goals in this area. I'm also looking forward to participating at the Meda Spelling Bee. This will be my first Spelling Bee. I've enjoyed being a Meda student. Thank you, Meda, and thank you for listening. Nanavadha.
Good afternoon, everyone. Namaskaram to everyone. My name is Rajashekar. They were asking which mic, you want that mic or this mic. I preferred this one because you don't want to see me shaking here. Okay. You got already, I got already introduced. My name is Rajashekar and father of Ajit. I just wanted to repeat it one more time. You don't get chances like this to introduce yourself. Like a parent of somebody, usually you say, this is my son Ajit. Now I want to say, I am father of Ajit. Not that he has achieved a lot here, but I still wanted to do that because I don't remember doing this to my parents. You know, I don't think I gave them a chance to introduce like this. Romba kashtam. It's not possible at all with me. But with Ajit, it's been really wonderful. Few years ago, I think it was post-COVID time, one of our friends, actually Malti's friends, she told us about Meda. Then we thought, okay, Ajit was always interested in devotional songs. Why not try? Sloka is a kind of thing that will work out for him. So we tried. And then it's not just Sloka, a lot of other things like math, English, spelling, a lot of things, chess, a lot of things he got exposed to with Meda. I just wanted to say something like, we have all, you saw Ajit, how he performed, and you can gauge his level of difficulties and disabilities. His difficulties is mainly with communication. He may be thinking a lot of things in mind. It may not be coming out in words. Even now, he may be sitting there and wondering who gave the mic to my dad. And he's standing up there and talking. This is supposed to be a music program, right? So it may be in his mind, but he's not coming out through words. So we were actually fighting as parents against his difficulties and not focusing on his strength. So after coming to Meda, our eyes started opening. As parents, we started learning new things, like how to focus on strengths instead of, fighting against difficulties. So don't swim against the current, just take the flow and go with the flow. So that's what we did with Ajit. So after we started Slokam classes, we discovered his strengths towards memory, so how much he can memorize stuff, how much he can read out from paper. We never thought he can pronounce such difficult Sanskrit verses like Gita, Ramaraksha, Stotram. It's like a 15-minute long sessions he has done in one stretch. So that was like a huge thing for us. And, I'm again thanking Meda for giving us such a wonderful opportunity. Yeah, if I can go on and on, I get emotional. I don't want to do that on the stage. I just wanted to keep it light. A lot of teachers here in Meda are wonderful. And you know Costco, how it is. Costco is known for all things in bulk, right? So Meda teachers are like that. They are abundant in terms of, they are Costco for love, Costco for empathy, Yeah. Empathy meaning I, as a parent, I can see other special needs kids and understand what they are going through. But I don't think majority of the Meda teachers or even the youth volunteers have come across in their life with special needs children and kids and people. But they empathize so much and they show the compassion and love towards them, the tremendous amount of patience. You should see the Friday sessions. It's like 10, 15 kids on a one session, group session. They bifurcate into working sessions and, handle everybody with so much of patience. Yeah, and as parents, when we watch them, we feel like I should take this class from these teachers. Such level of patience they exhibit and love they exhibit. So there's no words. I'm running short of words and adjectives to say about youth volunteers and other teachers in Meda. As I go and speak on and on, I'll get emotional, so I don't want to do that. So I wanted to just keep it light with a small story, if you permit, with 1 minute. As youngster, when I was in school, my grandfather used to tell about this story that always stuck to me in my mind. Like a guy who wanted to go on a sea voyage. he started on a rough sea, and his friends and family were very concerned. They said, please don't do that. This is very tough, rough sea, and don't do that. He said, no, I can manage. So then he took on. And then he was hit by a storm, big wave. Then he was pushed into a small island. He got stuck. So he didn't know what to do. He was praying. He was a spiritual person, religious person. He was saying, like, I have so much devotion to God. God will come and save me. So then he saw a distant boat coming. And then the boat came and said, come on, let's go. I think you are stuck here. He said, no, God will come and save me. I can take care of it. Then the boat left. And then he wrote a big letter saying, save me, God, on the island. Then a chopper came. And I said, please come on. I saw your text over there on the sand. Please come. Then I said, no, I'm a big devotee of God. God will come and save me. Please go away. Then finally he was cursing God, saying, I think I should turn to be an atheist. You're not coming back here to save me, so I'm not going to trust you. Then God appeared all of a sudden. But God looked angry. Then said, thank you, God, you finally came. You were going to save me, I guess. Then he said, no, I'm not going to save you. I came here to give you a tight slap. Again, he was like surprised and shocked. Why? Because I said, the God says then, I came in the form of your family and friends. And I gave you warning not to go on rough sea. You went ahead. And then I came in the form of a boat. And I told you, come on, I'm here to save you. You didn't listen to me. And I came in the form of a chopper. Instead of coming with me, you're saying bye to me. So then that's why I'm very upset with you. Then he said, oh, I'm so sorry, God. And all that. So now the friend of Malti, my wife, she came in the form of God and told about Meda. So I don't want to be that guy. Not listening to the warnings and signals that God is giving. Then we took that as parents, brought it to Meda, brought him to Meda. And Meda, we found a lot more such God representatives in terms of teachers and youth volunteers. So we see Meda as a huge blessing in our life, in Ajit's life. So that's all I can say. I don't have anything else to end with. A huge thanks to every single volunteer and coordinator, and huge round of applause for Deepa. Deepa is like the fairy bond of Meda, and how much effort Rajesh puts in Meda, even outside of Meda, being a backbone with all the audio video stuff and all that, and all teachers are like amazing. Thank you so much.
Now, on behalf of our other grand sponsor, Brahmana Mahasabha of North America, shortly BMNWay, we invite Sri Venkatesh Mahodaya on stage for a brief introduction talk about the BMNA activities.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Sabhabhyo Namaha. I promise I will keep it very short. First of all, Brahmana Mahasabha, to understand Brahmana Mahasabha, you just have to go to the Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is perhaps the only Dharma in the world that has the concept of Lokaha, Samastaha, Sukhino Bhavantu. May all the beings in this world be happy, starting from the smallest unit, expanding and encompassing the entire Vishwam or the universe, and that the individual and the community should be happy. So keeping this in mind, about 5 years ago, blessed by His Holiness Sri Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Swamigal of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham, the Brahmana Sabha of North America was established as a non-profit entity with a mission to not only practice and preserve our Swadharma, but also Paradharma, thereby helping to sustain the values of Sanatana Dharma. This is in brief the mission of Brahmana Sabha. Now, little bit of basis on what we do. Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahas vinamo gurave. Obeisance to the Gurus by facilitating the Samasti Bhikshavandanam to Jagat Guru of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham. Gavo Vishwasya Mataraha, it says, cows are the mothers of the universe. All the Devatas are believed to reside in the Gomatas. So that should emphasize the importance of protecting the cows. So Go Samrakshanam is one of our agenda. Vedas impart jnana or knowledge. Vedo nityam adhiyatam tadutam karma swanishtiyatam. So says Adi Shankaracharya in his Sadhana Panchakam. Do the adhyayanam of the Vedas daily and perform diligently the duties laid down in our scriptures. Hence, it is important to preserve the Vedas, which are the breath of God or Brahman himself. So Veda Samrakshanam is an important agenda of the Sabha. Sampradaya Vihina ye mantraha te nishpalaha mataha atah kalau bhavishyanti chatvara sampradayinaha, says the Padma Purana. The traditional Indian woman is the best example of seva, as she sacrifices herself to serve the greater family where she is a member of. Women have the necessary aptitude, attitude, and ability and expertise to impart these to their families, to the society, and to the country at large. You saw Deepa was an example. Hence the need to inculcate these qualities into the next generation, the younger girls. Following this, we support the Sampradaya Padashala for girls run under the auspices of Sri Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham. Devalayas are where Deva Pratishtapana has been done in accordance with the Agama Shastras, and hence it is the residence of those Devatas. These need to be protected and preserved, and so we help in the renovation of Devalayams. Yadyadacharati Shreshtaha Tattadeve Tarojanaha Sayat Pramanam Kurute Lokas Tadanurtate. So whatever actions great people perform, common people follow. The world pursues the standards set by them, says Bhagavan Krishna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we like to hear and be educated from eminent people, follow their path. So we organize lectures by eminent scholars on various topics of importance. Geyam Gita Namasahasram Dhyeyam Shripati Rupam Ajasram. So sings Adi Shankaracharya in his famous Bhaja Govindam song. The Bhagavad Gita should be sung. The Sahasra Nama should be chanted. Always the form of Lord Narayana is to be meditated upon. The mind is to be led to the company of the good, and the wealth is to be distributed to the needy. So following this, we conduct classes for adult and youth on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranamam, Ramayana, Shloka classes, so that learning and understanding them can bring about a transformation of life in due course of time. Vaidikaihi karmibaihi punyaihi nishekadivihi dvijanmanam karyaha sharira samskaraha pavanaha pretyah cheha. So this is a quote from Manusmriti, and it means the samskaras, the purification rites, Shodasha, as stated by Badarayana, starting from the Garbhadana, performed by the prayoga of the prescribed mantras by Pandits learned in Vedas, or to be performed in this world for betterment in the next world. Although it calls out Brahmins, it does extend to all communities. So we educate on Samskriti, our culture, and the prescribed samskaras. So this is in brief what we do. There are several things on our agenda, but for want of time, I just want to leave it here. You can always come to our booth, talk to us. If this appeals to you, you could support us by volunteering time or donating to a noble cause. Thank you again. Namaskar.
We would now like to invite Shri Vinod Pujarji, an ardent supporter and patron of Bharati Vidyashram, to say a few words about Bharati Vidyashram.
Namaskaram. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Sabhaya Namaha. I would just like to take 1 or 2 minutes, no more than that, to just give the audience here a little bit of a structure of, you've heard the words Bharati Vidyashram, Bala Gokulam and all that, just so you take away with you. Those of you who are familiar with this community and the HTNH, you know exactly what these terms mean, but I just wanted to spend a minute for those that are not, to just give you a lay of the land and the structure. So what you just watched was what Bala Gokulam does. Now, Bala Gokulam is just one of the initiatives under Bharati Vidyashram, and there's many other things that we do under this broader parent organization or the umbrella we call Bharati Vidyashram. So in addition to again what you just watched, there are those things, and I would like to categorize them as those that we do on a regular frequency basis, or like a weekly, bi-weekly, and so on. And that include, I'll give you just a list of few things here. Learning Sanskrit, which is led by Samskrita Bharati. Carnatic vocal, led by the extremely talented Srimati Usha Adwarakji. And the 5,000-year plus art of Bharatnatyam, taught by Srimati Aishwarya Balasubramanian. And that is offered under the banner of Arpanam School of Bharatnatyam. Carnatic violin, offered by Srimati Smita Krishnanji. And yoga classes offered by Srimati Komala Narayananji. Now these are again those initiatives offered on somewhat of a regular frequency basis. There are those that we have done on a less frequent basis, on on-demand, if you will, things like estate planning and drug awareness. There is a WhatsApp group that is called as I4SIG, Indians for Indians Support Group, where you can, get yourselves, answered with very simple questions like, I'm looking for a plumber to, I'm looking for career opportunities. So again, so it is Indians for Indians, a support group. It's a WhatsApp group, and it has got a broad community today, and we hope it will expand even beyond. Now, the next thing I would like to ask this audience is this, right? So those of you who who were part of my generation, and I consider myself incredibly fortunate to have grown up in the ecosystem that I did, and I've looked for opportunities to kind of create that multiplier effect. How do we pay it forward? How do we give to the next generation and empower them? So Bharati Vidyashram offers many of these that I just listed. Now, in addition to you, considering how do I enroll my kids or how do I enroll myself, because we have adults as well as part of that, I also want you to ask yourself another, question. Among us, I'm sure here in the audience, there are tabla experts, there are mridangam experts, and there are, so many of these art forms, and, veena experts and so on. So this, I would like you to think of as here is an opportunity for you to be part of Bharati Vidyashram and say, hey, I would like to launch this initiative. And the reason I say that is 19 years ago, my wife and I, Aparna and I, we walked into the Sri Lakshmi temple and we saw, this little class going on, and my wife Aparna said, hey, I'd like to be a storytelling teacher here. Quick fast forward to today. We run our own Balagokulam in Lexington Balvihar, and we've got about 35 kids. So you never know where the journey will take you. So I would like you, again, you to kind of think of that. And lastly, but not least, and extremely importantly, I would now like to turn it over to Sri Balaji. He's around here, Balaji Vishwanathan Veeraraghavan. So he's here to talk about Bharati Vidyashram's next and incredibly important initiative, NEFA, N-E-F-A, New England Fine Arts. With that, Balaji.
Namaskaram, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. My name is Balaji Vishwanathan, one of the volunteers like you all. With the blessings of Sri Mahaprabhu and all gurus, we are really thrilled to announce the inauguration of New England Fine Arts, we shortly call NEFA, under Bharati Vidyashram. Why NEFA? Like you might all think, like, what is the purpose and what is this and why there is a NEFA? Let me address that real important key question right now. Well, this is an idea of Bharati Vidyashram for many years now. As you heard from Sri Vinod ji, one of the key goals of Bharati Vidyashram is promote and spread the Indian arts and its culture across all of the Indian origin families in the New England area. While there are a lot of Indian music, dance and art schools around New England area, we feel that there is not a common connecting platform available, and we would like to be that bridge, and hence we have New England Fine Arts. It is formed to connect with all the Indian communities, children, parents, and more specifically to engage with all our local teachers who are giving their heart and soul to teach this divine art form and propagate it to our next generation. That's the main purpose, right? So we intended to provide this as a platform to celebrate and recognize these talents in the area, and together with the support of all local teachers, we enrich, help evolve our glorious art form that we, when we are as adults, experienced and enjoyed when we are in India, and now it's our responsibility to spread it and share it with our next generation. NEFA is that platform for us. We welcome and we thank all the teachers. We will be seeing all the local teachers shortly here. They will be here. We really thank all of them who is going to be coming at this event today. NEFA seeks all the local teachers' support and collaboration, and of course all the parents here and your support. In the coming months, we would like to reach out to all New England artists, teachers, and work with them to come and perform at NEFA, which is going to be one of Bharati Vidyashram or Hindu Temple, New Hampshire locations, on maybe a quarterly basis, or if we all get a support, we will probably start it on a monthly basis. But stay tuned, you will start to hear more of NEFA going forward. Thank you all, and I believe this is probably the last. Thank you all. Namaskar.